Hello, everyone.
This is Done Dirty Diaries. Welcome back to our podcast. We've already introduced ourselves, but we'll do it again for new viewers. My name is Bridget.
And my name is Orcus. I'm so excited for today's episode.
And we are your host for today. Well, I mean, not for today. Of course, like every freaking episode, it's gonna be us.
For all the seasons, guys.
No, yeah, we're just gonna have Orcus's like little brother host an episode one day.
He'll be fun.
Fun.
Oh. Did you hear the Texan accent?
No,
I
didn't
don't know where
hear
it
it.
came from.
Orcus has been doing this
said,
Texan accent for a while, and he thinks it's offensive. I don't think it's offensive. I don't know. If anybody is from Texas or any like countries down south, let us know if that's offensive if you ever hear him do it, because he will sometimes do it.
I said
Yeah,
it'll
you'll literally
be
sometimes do it
fun.
without even realizing it. I'll just like in my head, I'm like,
I learned it. Okay, should I tell my secret? I learned it because of Tana Mojo. She does these house tours while doing a Texan accent, but I think it's because like she used to live in Texas or something. Like maybe she has the rights to do it.
I like her.
Yeah, she has a correlation, but it's so funny to me. But I could do it pretty right. Like I can do it pretty spot on.
This is like all like the little inside jokes that me and Orcus have, but like in general, just like making friends as an adult. Not gonna lie, it's been so much easier than compared to like when we were in high school. Oh my god, everyone was so stuck up.
Everyone, honestly, even maybe even myself, but I don't think so. I was pretty friendly, but I think the situations change over years. Now we're like more grown, and it's not just.
Yeah, I mean everyone had their cliques.
Yeah. That's what we used to talk about. Like, we used to talk a lot about with Bridget, the one-on-one, of how now that perspective has changed and we don't like when, for example, someone likes the color red. Everyone likes the color red. Like, everyone agreeing en masse and not having their own individuality.
Ooh.
That's a...
Like, who are we hating
yeah.
today? I don't like this influencer because they did this, and it's like a whole band.
And then they start re-liking them back. That's something that used to happen with Tana, for example.
I feel like, yeah, literally Tana. I remember, like, people were, like, crazy on exposing her, and then again, she was just, like, a freaking 16-year-old who, like, has a lot of freedom. But, like, a lot of things have happened to Tana's life. I remember that whole, like, expose people used to do on her, but I forgot how young she was.
Yeah, she was pretty young, but it was good that she apologized for some stuff, but it's also, like, people hate on things in general. Like, sometimes even they just decide, I hope you guys don't decide on us that we're annoying, because we're but, like, people...
I swear, we're cool.
Yeah, like, people just decide, like, to hate on someone. Like, imagine.
No, literally, yeah, like, for no reason. Like, I just don't like them. That's all. Why? I just don't like them.
For some people, it brings, like, they like the publicity of it all, but some people hate it. Bro, like, some people, like, it damages their mental health. So, being an influencer or even, like, doing this... I mean, we're influencers in a way, but, like, we do it in, like, multiple platforms now, like, plus podcasting, because me and Bridget are already... Bridget and I, sorry, is grammarly correct.
Oh my gosh, dude. For TikTok, though, I haven't been posting. I really need to get back onto posting. I wouldn't consider myself an influencer. I guess so, but I wouldn't even consider myself a micro-influencer. I just post whatever I want, and then if it goes... viral, it goes big, whatever. I remember when me and Orgus were recording kind of like the first episode. I feel like it was a more pilot and a practice episode.
Yeah.
Not the first official episode, but back in October, me and Orgus recorded this first pre-episode for the podcast, and I remember we were talking about like TikTok shop, and I know I mentioned it's probably going to be a clip that I'll post later where it's like everyone's trying to sell you something on TikTok, everybody, and it's just like, how do you trust it? You don't take anybody's word for it. You just go and find what you like, look at reviews, don't look at TikTok like sponsored ads. Like Tate McRae uses Neutrogena for like a facial cleanser. She's like, it cleared up my acne, all this, and it's like, well girl, you're like a millionaire and you have like your private skincare person. It's just like, I don't know, girl. I think you're just trying to sell stuff, but I don't know. I like her. She's cool.
I like when celebrities and influencers... I also love Tate McRae, by the way, and I love her songs. Yeah, it's one of those artists that I kind of refused to listen in the beginning because I was like, oh, she went like a little bit too mainstream. But like, I don't want to be one of those guys who declines good music just because it's mainstream. So I love her now. But I want to say, like, I love when celebrities drop lines of products when it's like kind of related to them, and not those celebrities who just do like a skincare line. And
Okay, so for Stranger Things, season 5, well, Stranger Things in general, Millie Bobby Brown, apparently, I think she also has like a skincare line, like
Yeah.
Florence, but apparently she released a workout wear line, and she says she doesn't really work out herself, and it was just like, is that really like on brand? Like, I don't get me wrong, love her, but it's just like, But I also do love like brands like Rare Beauty. I do love Fenty Beauty by
Oh,
Madonna.
Fenty.
Have her highlighter right here, but she needs to make more music. A$AP Rocky is coming out with an album tomorrow. Where's Rihanna?
do you think Rihanna, like, do you think she just was put on the music industry, just like out there? Like, a bunch of people allegedly just took her in and supported her in the beginning, but she never maybe fully. This is a theory, by the way, allegedly on social media, that they just like brought her in. She really wasn't that interested in music, and then she learned how to dance and do stuff. And people are saying that she's not gonna put music out anymore because she's just done with music. Because she never.
She does have like 3 kids to raise, so that's understandable.
That too, but they've been saying that like she wasn't even in that much into it in the first place, or she at least didn't like how she was put on in this music industry. Because I'm not in the music industry, but I can feel the energy of how it could be pretty tough, even with the Taylor Swift stuff that happened the last 2 years. I'm glad she got her masters back. Like, I'm happy she got her masters back. She bought them back, not fully got them how she maybe deserved from the beginning, but like...
Her albums?
Yeah, she got like all of them back. Now she owns all
I was like, what are masters?
Oh, masters are basically the initial recording, because a lot of people don't know. The initial recording, but if you have the initial recording basically based on loss, you have like the ownership of that. So she didn't have ownership over her songwriting, over her... she did have ownership over her songwriting, because it's a law that if you write a song by your own, you can perform it.
Okay, so...
And you own the...
Basically, they have the rights to the original recordings, and that's why she released albums like Taylor's version.
Yes, because she didn't have the original recordings. But the original recordings is, for example, I heard a video saying that Mariah Carey, like, I don't know if it's true, but makes every December, when December comes and, you know, everyone listens, all I want for Christmas. We have to probably bleep this somewhere because it's copyrighted. But like, All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey, people have been saying that it generates over $6 million a year from royalties. So if you don't own your own songs, there's no revenue from those songs
coming to your pocket.
Coming to your pocket because you're not the owner. But for example, if Mariah is the owner, that because I think she is, just by that song is years ago, but she's just like laying in her bed and there's money coming.
Still getting bank from that song.
Yeah, but Taylor Swift was even more attached to the thing, because it was her albums, like because I opened an album of hers before, like when you would open, it will also be like explanations of songs and stuff like that. So it was really meaningful. It was like lyrics, it was explanations, it was music, it was like her everything, and it was also like probably millions of dollars. Now she finally got to buy them back. There was a lot of drama there. I'm kind of like, I don't want to go there because it makes me angry, but like they didn't even tell, because she knew, because she signed when she was 16 years old. She knew that doesn't have her masters under her ownership, but she thought that she was going to get them later. But then the owner of the company sold them to Scooter Brown, who's Justin Bieber's and Ariana Grande's manager.
Gross.
And then
I think he's dating Sydney St. Sweeney right now, but I'm not 100% sure.
And it was gross because they didn't even ask her. Imagine not even asking, because she got the money, And imagine even not asking you, Bridget, like, oh, do you want to buy your own music? She probably bought it for almost $1 billion now. That's the rumors that are going on. Like, I'm not sure. But
how does a transaction like that even go without, like...
I don't know, girl, but the Era store generated almost $3 billion. So I know she got that money. Like,
damn.
Like, I know she also pays taxes and people who work for her, but like...
Yeah, I think a lot of it, it's good. Yeah, people who work with her, they also get like a commission for that.
Yeah.
A lot of that goes into like kind of recovering the money it took to make the Euro store happen.
But also, yeah, I understand that because people always say, oh, there's a percentage who went over there and another percentage who went over there. But, dude, $3 billion only for this tour. She was on tours for years before this. Like, she went on Fearless Tour, Speak Now, Red Tour, 1989 Tour. Basically, like, if you add up all the money and all the albums and all the revenue, she has money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad she got to buy it back. It was a pretty, like, diva move that she made the money to buy her own music back for probably more expensive than she could have bought it in the first place, but it is what it is. But yeah, she went into a lot of tours before the Era store, so I guess she gathered money like during the years. So even like, I don't know why on TikTok people try to talk about billionaires as if like they're struggling. Oh, but they have taxes, they have this, they have that. But like, even though like, yes, like out of those billions of dollars, like a good amount is gonna be like cut because a lot of expenses and taxes. But she was also on tours before that. Like, I know she has the money. It's more sad what happened to her before. I went to the Era store, by the way, 4 days before coming back to Chicago. Very fun. Very good memories. I was sick with the flu, and I still went because I could not miss my one-time chances going at a historic tour like that. Seriously.
That's reasonable.
And the thing is, the Era stores was one of those stores where you cannot sit down because it's almost embarrassing to sit down because like, how are you sitting down? So it's like everybody's standing up for 3 to 4 hours, maybe 3 hours.
Oh no, yeah, I get that because I went to the Kendrick Lamar concert. Everyone was standing up. It was such a I loved it. It was amazing.
No, it was embarrassing. Like if you sat down, like why is no Swiftie talking about this? Like if you sat down at the Era store, like people would be like,
I mean, unless you can't stand, that's one thing.
Yeah, unless you can't stand, but like at least my friends and the people around me, once I was really tired, and I'm the biggest Swiftie, but like I had a flu a little bit going on.
I don't know. When did you go? Like when you were like 18, 19?
18. I turned 18 in the US. I'm 20 now, by the way, guys. We'll turn 21.
Speaking of 20, I went to the Kendrick Lamar tour when I was 20. But, like, kind of like in general, like our 20s, I feel like we all expect ourselves to do so much and, like, hold ourselves at such a standard. So many people my age, I know, they're like, oh gosh, I'm so far behind of where I'm like, I should be, where people in their 20s should be. And I feel like a lot of people shouldn't worry about that unless, like, they're spending their money gambling and all that. Like, for me, I was always so scared of, like, where my future would land because I did have a lot of, like, struggling when it came to, like, school grades, like, mental health and stuff. And that really pushed back a lot of things because I didn't expect myself to be in the situation where I am right now. Like, for example, I didn't get my driver's license till I was about... I think I was 19 or 18 when I got my driver's license.
Oh no, I'm embarrassed because I don't have it yet. I don't have my driver's license.
It's okay. It's literally nothing to be embarrassed about unless you're that person thinking, oh my gosh, everyone's judging me. No, they're not. Really, like, just take your time. Everyone has a reason. For me, I had a lot of anxiety when it came to driving. Now I'm pretty cool. Like, for example, I remember I was like, oh, it's too late for me to go to college because, like, I remember I took a course, I didn't like it, and then I decided to do the EMT thing. I thought, oh my god, I'm so behind. I should have went to school, like, straight after high school.
But you got it,
everyone has their own different path, and you shouldn't be rushed. You shouldn't be, like, stressed out about what to do next, because you're the person who's in control of your life. Go at your own pace.
Honestly, thank you for saying that. It makes me feel way better. Like, yes, for you it was anxiety. For me, I just feel guilty sometimes. Not guilty, but, like, it feels like I'm behind because, for example, if you go, this is almost kind of funny. If you go at my app where it tracks like how many steps and stuff you're doing, the health app, because I don't have my driver's license, I walk a lot. So there's days where I literally did almost 20,000 steps.
Holy cow! When I had like a waitressing job, dude, it was like I'd be running everywhere.
And that's what makes me be like, oh, dude, August, like, just go get it. And the thing is, like, I'm in the process of, like, studying for it because, you know, like, I'm doing the writing test first before I do, like, the physical test. But I know I'll get it eventually. Like...
Steps at a time. Yeah, you know, you're in college right now. You're working.
Yeah.
Focus on what matters right now. And plus, if you can get to anywhere that you need to by walking... Plus, it's another form of workout, which I need to start walking more because the job I had, it was like a desk job, so I wasn't really like very active. But I do need to start like working out, walking, all that. But you know, like it's great that you're able to get to places by walking because over here everything's so far away.
Well, I wonder how that works. Like, imagine if I was in Chicago though right now because I'm in a small city. No, I'm wrong. I'm in a big city of a small country, so it's still smaller than Chicago.
Oh, yeah. In Chicago, you could definitely get to places by walking, but it takes a while. But it's huge. The city's huge. That's why they have those subways.
But it's like, I would struggle a lot if I was in a different city, but for right now, I am in the city, so I'm kind of like going, but it's still like going to a office or going somewhere for a brand deal and you're all sweaty and stuff. Not all sweaty because
not a cute look.
I never went sweaty, but like, you know, you're a little bit like pumped up from walking, like you're a little bit hot, like it's because sometimes it's like a 30-minute walk. That's enough to get you a little, you know what I mean?
Especially in the summer, holy cow.
I don't know if I enjoyed that, like a lot of walking, but I'll get it on my own timing. I love that she made me feel better. But yeah, was it hard for you to get your driver's license?
No, because I did take the driving classes. The written test wasn't that hard. It's more likely like logic, and for some reason I thought I was also just scared of the whole testing part. When I got tested, it was this lady and she was really nice. And she just took me around the block and that was it. And I was like, damn, that was way too easy. And then that makes me realize why there's so much like terrible drivers around my area, especially in Chicago. Like people will be cutting you off or going like, you know, like a 45. And it was just like, oh, holy crap.
The thing is, I understand a lot about driving. Like I understand like when someone makes a mistake, like because especially now that I'm studying, like I know. It's just that like it's not anxiety. It's just like, I just don't feel, like, ready. I don't know. I don't feel...
Do you not feel fully prepared?
No.
That's how I felt. That's literally how I felt. I was like, I'm going to fail this.
Like, it feels like something's missing. Like, even the practice tests I'm taking, it feels like a little vague. It feels like something is missing. So I'm like, damn, like, I hope I do good. Like, we'll probably do good.
I'll do great. Don't worry about it, Ortiz.
Anyways...
I'm sure it's like, oh, seeing people like your friends, your family, or people online like driving. Just don't conceptualize that, because I know a lot of people online, we conceptualize a lot what we see in social media and we use that to compare it to ourselves. And that, me personally, that would really take a toll on my mental health. That takes a toll on my self-worth. And then I'd just be like doom scrolling on TikTok, laying in my bed, like bed rotting and seeing like, oh, these people are like, they look so, like, put together. They look like they have their life in their hands. And they're probably, like, younger than me. And it makes me feel miserable. But, like, there's some times where I'm like, why am I judging myself so much? Why am I doing that? Why aren't I just making a change then? Why do I spend so much time judging myself and looking at what other people are doing and not, like, take action towards it?
Yeah, and the whole comparison of it all. I wanted to ask you, like, you mentioned like the Golden Globes earlier when we were talking on private. Did you watch them? I didn't.
No,
watch
I
them
didn't.
yet.
But I heard that The Pit won a Best Drama. Timothy Chalamet won Best Actor, I think, for Marty Supreme. But all the looks, Ariana has brown hair again. Ariana Grande.
Yeah,
Love
we
it.
have to watch that movie though. It's everywhere, right? Like
Marty Supreme?
Yeah.
I'm seeing it today.
On theaters or?
Yeah, in theaters. I'm gonna go see it at like 7:45.
Oh, so it's not
I'm
on
really
Disney or
excited.
somewhere?
Not yet. It just came out.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Because I
I
usually,
think
like...
Wicked and Zootopia are still showing in theaters, but
Yeah.
I'm just so excited. Like I do like movies. I mean, the only thing is like it's frustrating when it's like, oh, I can't go to the movies right now, and it's still not out and on streaming devices. But I don't know. For me, I used to think, I used to wish that some movies, like when you go to the theater, it's like a 2 hour, 3 hour movie. I would wish that there would be like kind of like 10-minute breaks so I can go to the bathroom, refill my popcorn, refill my icy, because like it's hard to sit for that long, you know?
Yeah, and or even if the movie is enjoyable, sometimes there's like anxiety of like leaving the theater and
Yes,
not
oh my
wanting.
god, I don't want to miss anything.
You don't want to miss anything.
We're not COVID babies, but we're COVID freshmen. We knew people who missed their prom, their graduation due to COVID, and we also went through like all the Zoom meetings. I didn't really attend many of the Zoom meetings.
I was dumb during the Zoom meetings. I attended every Zoom meeting
I don't
because in Kosovo they did a law, but I was not. Why wasn't I not informed about this law? They did a law where the teacher cannot drop your grade from the last semester. For example, if you took English, math, like the main subjects, could not like drop your grade, for example, from a B to a C. That was a law, period. Because we were online, the teachers could not do anything like that. Drop your grade. So other students knew this law, so they were not submitting anything. No assignments, they were not attending Zoom meetings. I was there in every Zoom meeting trying to be a good student online.
Good for you, Orcus.
And
Good
then
for you.
someone
Good for you. Good
It
for
was-
you. Good for you.
Maybe it was good because I had a routine. I would used to attend every Zoom meeting, but
I feel
kinda-
I feel like having that routine was easier to like wake up and stuff.
Oh my god, the fact that I would wake up, but then I would go binge watch. I used to binge watch this show called The 100. Every time I clicked submit at the assignment, like when I was done with my assignments, I was just like close my laptop and go. Dude, I would sit in the same position, literally, like this. I would sit in the same position trying to, like, not even move for a whole season. I don't know how I did that. I broke a record of watching 5 seasons.
I did watch a bunch of like anime during that whole thing. Oh my god, I was honestly so lazy during COVID, but you know. Oh, hot take. Chuck E. Cheese pizza is so freaking good. I'm sure you've seen Chuck E. Cheese.
I've tried Chuck E. Cheese in the US.
So good.
But
so
if you
good.
knew the reason why I tried Chuck E. Cheese, you would not be happy.
Why?
So I saw this.
Oh, is it because of that thing? Is it because of the Shane Dawson thing?
Yes.
That's so BS.
But girl, I have a picture. Allegedly, and I heard it from Shane Dawson, guys, where they say that the pizza slices don't line up. But dude, I have a picture. It does not line up. So what are they doing?
Not my Chuck E. Cheese. The one you went to? That's my Chuck E. Cheese.
The
That's
one
what
I went to was
like.
delicious. The one, maybe it's just a stitch they have, like it's something they do. Like they don't do a fully circular thing. I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't know the science behind pizza making.
Just saying, but it was delicious. It was pretty good actually. Anyway, do you ever watch psychological, like videos about psychology or the brain?
Not a little bit. I mean, last night I know I brought up this topic earlier, how we as people are the only ones who are able to control our emotions. I did watch a little thing on that. I do want to watch more because like I feel like it's pretty good to like watch and educate yourself on how to like maintain your emotions and not let people like take advantage of you, but also with their psychology when it comes to like trauma, when it comes to like repressing like bad traumatic memories. I don't know. It's like very interesting to me. What about you?
I just watched this. It was the Diary of CEO. It was Dr. Daniel Amen at the Diary of CEO podcast. So he's a brain doctor. He scanned over 100,000 brains. So he knows a lot about brains. Girl, tell me why I got introduced to the whole theme of brains by Miley Cyrus. She first was on a podcast and she was talking how she did a
Love
brain
Miley.
scan. Definitely love Miley. She performed in Kosovo, by the way, a few years ago. Even though a small country, did not expect that. Basically, Dr. Daniel Amen, first let me talk about Miley Cyrus. She was talking how she hit her head on a tree when she was young and how that could leave sometimes effects on your brain and the way you act. And that's why athletes also get brain scans because they are at high risk of those things. Girl,
Traumatic brain injuries or
I
really bad
went
concussions.
from that to Dr. Daniel Amen talking about like how you can tell if someone has ADHD from a brain scan. You can,
Really?
yeah, like because their whole frontal, what's it called?
Lobe?
No, I think
Cortex.
so. Frontal cortex or frontal lobe. One of them, like it's not developed,
Brain.
or it's not. It shuts down when a person is struggling with ADHD, just fully shut down. So basically, it was kind of joking around. He was like, every time someone dates one of my kids, I really want to see and scan their brain because it shows everything about them. Yeah, he was showing these normal scans, like what's a healthy brain, and then like brains with certain things and certain, not problems, I guess, but like
injuries.
things, not even injuries. It was like frequencies and things he noticed. Like
Oh.
someone can have ADHD, someone can have another problem with their character or with something. So it was very fascinating. And it's like one of those doctors that you cannot tell him, oh, are you sure about this doctor? Because he himself is the doctor who scanned over 100,000 brains. Like, so.
I wonder what my brain looks like. I hope there's a lot of activity in there.
really
I don't know.
wanna do
I
that.
do have ADHD. I do take medicine for it. It's kind of
Yeah.
like helping with my dopamine and like kind of like my urge to do things. Sometimes I have a lot of urgency and sometimes I don't for things that should have a lot of urgency. But then that mixed with like anxiety, it's just like I'm very anxious about this school project I need to do and then I don't do it.
Do you recommend to take medication? Like, or at least for your experience, because the doctor was saying that it's different for each kid and each child and each individual.
Oh yeah, it's very different. That's why some doctors are scared to diagnose these things very young. I was also diagnosed with autism very late into my schooling. I was diagnosed with ADHD and autism at the end of my schooling, which made me feel really bad because it's just like I could have been like taking the medication I'm taking now and I would have been probably much more successful in school, and that's where a lot of guilt on my end comes from, even though like no one knew, it's not anybody's fault. But for medication, I personally, because I'm not a doctor, I can't officially recommend it, but for me, it's worked. It helps a lot. You definitely have to like really maintain it, but for people who are currently on medication, I don't like really advise them to go off it, because for some things like schizophrenia, bipolar, there's a lot of like bad withdrawals and like side effects of getting off the medication. But then again, getting on a certain medication can add to those side effects. I took once this one medication, I don't know exactly the name, plus like, it's still my experience. I took it for, I believe, depression, anxiety, and I would sleep so long. Like, I'm such a deep sleeper now. I didn't used to be, and now I snore, which freaking sucks. It's so embarrassing, but whatever. But it would make me so tired. I wouldn't be able to get up for school. But that's also, like, kind of like the bad side of medication, because it's, like, it's so much trial and error. But it's, like, if you really want to, like, treat it in a way when it comes with medication, I highly encourage you to pursue it, especially if you think it'll better yourself. But don't think that like it's gonna fix you entirely. There's definitely some places where you actually have to push yourself to do things. Like push myself to call my bank when my freaking debit card was infringed upon. So call your bank. That's my advice, and then just ask your doctors. See what's best for you.
Yeah, definitely ask your doctors. And still, thank you so much, by the way, for sharing your experience. A lot of people like think it's taboo, which is not at all, talking about like these things. Like personally, I also, if I knew earlier at a younger age to go to a doctor and consult about my ADHD. Like, I always had good grades at school, but the thing is, I would push myself so hard, because this is also the side of ADHD that people don't talk about. Some people with ADHD, either like they are very lazy and don't study at all, or there's people like me. where, where it was a case, but also that's I was about to say that's good. No, like, I'm not like glamorizing it, but like, it was also my side where I'm not trying to see like, oh, poor me, like, oh my god, but
oh, woe is me.
it was, I would push so hard, dude, to do these assignments and study, even though my ADHD was so crippling bad, to the point where I would burn out, and then I would just, and then it would be literally, then when finals would come, and all of a sudden there would be an easy subject, I would just get a low grade out of nowhere, because I was so burned out.
Shut down, yeah. You definitely shut down after all that hard work.
Dr. Daniel Amen was saying that he was recommending to try food changing, like he was recommending an ADHD
diet change.
And he said that he saw progress in a lot of children when they changed.
Yeah, I feel like what you eat definitely like affects your brain and your energy. I feel like I should be getting more sleep and I should be eating more healthy, and I definitely think drinking more water. I used to be so on top of drinking my water. Hey, drink your water, guys. But now it's like, so...
But yeah, totally, Bridget, I would recommend to anyone to go watch Dr. Daniel Amen. And honestly, in any podcast, all episodes I watched were very productive, and I learned a lot. He was talking a lot about nutrition and how that changed a lot of people's ADHD. But even in my journey, like I said, there are some good sides, I guess. Actually, like, I'm not going to do this because, like, there are some good sides where, for example, for a year, I was obsessed with history. It was a subject I really loved, and then I went from being low tier in history class to being the best one at school in history all of a sudden, because I just was simply obsessed with it. And that's the thing, that us people with ADHD, when we obsess with something, we really go hard. Hence the podcast, for example, like, nobody was able to stop us.
What's that word for it when you're really like focused
determined
on something? No, like
tunnel
for example,
vision.
like if you're really interested in in history, like for you, it's called a you're hyperfixated on something.
Yeah,
that's your hyperfixation.
Every time I have a hyperfixation, even like I had a hyperfixation about ADHD, so I went and watched hours.
No, I have phases like that too.
I went and watched hours of ADHD doctors who treat ADHD in different ways. So I'm happy to talk about that more in our journey and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking a lot more about mental health these upcoming episodes. We definitely want you guys to like kind of share your experiences. I know depression's a big one, personally, that I've been through. Oh, seasonal depression, though. When it gets dark outside, it's just like, I don't want to do anything. I totally
get that, and it's a lot of people I know are...
It's a whole cycle.
So guys, just check your health, and I guess...
Take care of yourself. That's really what we're trying to say.
Nobody is like perfect. Like, I'm not here like being perfect. Like, I'm working.
Oh yeah, don't beat yourself up if you don't have your daily water intake. Don't. Yeah. As long as you're trying, that's the best thing. Just don't neglect your body and yourself.
Yeah, and as long as you're trying, like Bridget said, that's the main thing. All right, I'm really happy that we're more and more opening up to our new family and opening up to people.
I'm really excited to like meet all these new people, kind of like get everyone's feedback on like how they like it, especially from like family and friends. I'm definitely gonna share this. Obviously, like people are gonna know that we're doing this podcast. It may be a little embarrassing at first. It's like showing your family like a drawing you made or something you typed up online. It's kind of like, I think I'm gonna be weird for this, but whatever. Fucking
especially
have to beep that out.
Especially people from Kosovo. A lot of traditional people here. But honestly, they gotta get with the times, so I don't
get with the times. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the word.
You're an innovator. You are an innovator. I want you to know that.
Oh my god. Thank you. That was a compliment. Why I take compliments so in such an awkward way, but I guess a lot of people can relate to this. All right, guys, please comment on Instagram, comment on YouTube, comment.
And make sure to like tune in when you can. We'll be
Yeah,
here.
save this on Spotify. Download, do all the things to let us know if you dislike it, if you hate it, if you want to.
Oh God, if you hate us, you guys are horrible. You should stop podcasting. I hate you.
Yeah, rip it off
Thank you for the engagement.
your feed if you hate it, but just let us know something. Let us know if you hate it, if you dislike it.
Oh yeah.
And
like, what do you guys want us to talk about?
oh yeah, definitely recommendations will open because we're gonna start reading stories soon. I'm really excited for that segment.
Well, no, yeah, thanks so much for joining us, guys. This is Done Dirty Diaries. I'm Bridget, and this is Orgus, and we will see you guys next time.
Done Dirty
Bye,
Diaries,
guys.
bye!